How can we get a copy of your presentation, please?
You can see me afterwards. I'll talk to you about that.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, one more question. One more question. Version, I think.
Hello. Hi. I agree with you, like, the cost of replacing an employee, it is maybe much bigger. And recently, like, I see Ernst & Young survey calculated that the cost of employee may be around of 150 to 200% of departing employee annual salary. And I agree with you, like, regarding the learning and development with process, which is starting by TNA and training plan and training implementation and training evaluation. You talk about the training evaluation, you touch the return on investment. Can you tell us like more details about some other tools to make sure that the job evaluation, I will say the training evaluation should be done in the right way?
That's a good question, and just in case you can catch it, what other tools are available for measuring that process? I quickly mentioned the name Kirkpatrick, and this is one of the founders, or the founder of the concept of measuring the return on investment. And usually, there are 4 levels. You measure the reaction, you measure the learning process, the behavior, because we're looking for behavior modification, and then you measure the results that are there. And these vary from the simple evaluation, and for those of you, I think there are some training managers in the room, they know those evaluations to be called happy sheets, because they're right after the program, people are thrilled, they're excited, and that's fine. Beyond that, you want to start to go into areas such as pre and post assessments, that you measure where they were prior to a training program and where they are after that program. Psychometric analysis testing. We've done 360s when you wanted to really get a better feel for the behavior modification. That's when you start using 360 analysis or assessments. So there's a number of tools that are out there, and they all do fall under the category of return on investment. Ultimately, and there's a number of measures, by the way, and mostly are accounting based, that you can truly put a number on a lot of these programs, that what you're getting as a return on investment. So the payback period, when will I make my money back? What's the percentage return on investment based to sales, and so on. So really, it's ultimately sitting down and figuring out what it is that you're trying to achieve, and then ultimately looking for a quantifiable measure. And the tools are not so much endless, but there's plenty that's out there in all the sorts that we've talked about in the couple that I just mentioned now.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Edward. Please put your hand together for Edward. Thank you very much. That was an excellent.